Good morning, everyone. My name is Father Kyle Tietz, and today the church celebrates the feast of my personal favorite saint, Saint Francis de Sales. Or if we were super French speaking, we would say Saint François de Sales. But Saint Francis de Sales. And why is he my favorite saint? I'd like to explain a few of the reasons for that today. But this year we celebrate 400 years of his death. He died in 1622. And in his life, he was from France and spent a lot of time in Geneva. He was Bishop of Geneva. And he preached, and it was a time of the church, and the Reformation was going on. Many Protestant groups and many people in his area were converting to or becoming Calvinists, French Calvinists called the Huguenots. So he spent much of his life bringing these people back to the Catholic and fullness of the faith. So that was much of his mission as well. And he did so through gentleness, through preaching, and through his great love for other people. So why is St. Francis de Sales my favorite saint? Well, it's kind of fun to have a saint that's a little less mainstream than some of your big hitters. But also, St. Francis de Sales is the patron of the parish where my mom's side of the family is from. My grandparents are from Austin, Iowa. St. Francis de Sales up there. So that's one reason too. Also, just renowned for his gentleness, his humility of heart. He's sometimes called the gentleman saint because he was very well learned, and I think he was studying law. But he kind of gave that up in order to pursue holiness, became a priest, became a bishop, and he had a very gentle heart to teach people as well. And we'll look at maybe three things quickly here today about the life of St. Francis de Sales. First, his commitment to the universal call to holiness, all people in all states of life called to be holy. Secondly, his commitment to spiritual direction. And third, the heart. So first, his commitment to holiness. St. Francis de Sales was a big proponent in teaching people about everyday holiness. And one of his popular books that I very encourage you as well to read, Introduction to the Devout Life. And he says this devout life is something that all people can practice, but it's going to look different for different people, right? A parent of many children is not going to have the same sort of holiness as a monk, or a cloistered person isn't going to have the same holiness as a priest kind of going around doing his daily business, right? We're all called to holiness, but in different ways as well. So that's his encouragement. And we all do this in the spirit of growing in love. He says, man is the perfection of the universe, the spirit, the perfection of man, love, the perfection of the spirit, and charity, the perfection of love. So we're all called to a deeper life of charity to pursue this holiness, each in according to our own station. So secondly, St. Francis de Sales was big about spiritual direction. Personally, he gave spiritual direction to a lot of people, helping them navigate their lives, navigate the call of the Lord in their lives as well. So spiritual direction was very important for him. And as he was working with people and helping and encouraging people, I remember one of his quotes that he had too was, we win more souls with honey than we do with vinegar. We win more souls with honey than we do with vinegar. I think the idea is that the sweetness of our love for others should help encourage them to our faith. Now, I don't know how this works with people that are big into German cooking like myself. I mean, vinegar is a very important staple there as well, right? But we encourage people through love and guiding them closer to the Lord. So spiritual direction, very important for him as well. Thirdly, the heart. The heart was a big topic for Francis de Sales. He reflected deeply on the heart of Jesus, Sacred Heart of Jesus, and also our heart called to imitate that love as well. So St. Francis de Sales and St. Jane Francis de Chantal helped form the Visitation community. We have some Visitation sisters in Dubuque, a long history there as well. Mother House is in Dubuque. And the heart is very important to that community as well. For example, St. Margaret Mary came from Visitandines, Visitation sisters. She was big on the devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So the heart, a very important theme as well. So brothers and sisters, we have held up for us today a great saint teaching us in the ways of gentleness, of holiness, each in our own life, the importance of spiritual direction, and the importance of the heart. And finally, just wanted to share with you this prayer of St. Francis de Sales, kind of a prayer for peace. I think it's very beautiful as well. If you just look up Prayer of St. Francis de Sales, you'll find it. Be at peace. Do not look forward in fear to the changes of life. Rather, look to them with full hope as they arise. God, whose very own you are, will deliver you out from them. He has kept you hitherto, and he will lead you safely through all things. And when you cannot stand it, God will bury you in his arms. Do not fear what may happen tomorrow. The same everlasting Father who cares for you today will take care of you then and every day. He will either shield you from suffering or give you unfailing strength to bear it. Be at peace, and put aside all anxious thoughts and imagination. Amen. God bless you. Have a great day.